One of the best age-old excuses is your dog ate your homework, right? That's why I didn't get your homework done. Well, today we're talking about pets eating things, not homework, but like other things. Things that'll make you go, your pet ate what? That's the subject of a TV show. A local vet's going to be on there, Westwinds Mobile Vet. We're going to feature them and so much more coming up on a great edition of CKPG Today.
We are here at Westwinds Mobile Veterinary Services today to check out a little bit about what they're all about. They were featured recently on Season 2 of My Pet Ate What. This is the show airing on CTV's Wild Channel and on Crave. And these folks are featured because they have one of the largest endoscopes in all of British Columbia. What is an endoscope? It's one of the pieces of medical equipment vets use to find out what's inside a horse's stomach. We're going to learn about that today and learn about what they do here in Prince George. And Joanna is waiting inside for us. But before we get there, check out the trailer for this show. This is incredible.
This season on My Pet Ate What.
And we're quacking.
She does have something in her abdomen.
Oh, rough day.
I was feeding him, but he didn't want to eat.
There is something in his stomach.
She's a very powerful chewer.
Something's desperately wrong.
Worried. Hopefully they can help her.
What the hell is that?
I have no idea what it is.
This is her foreign body right here. Let's do it.
More vets.
There's the thing. Oh.
Let it go, please.
Suck it out.
New clinics.
It's a life-threatening issue.
I lost it.
This is not going well.
Ta-da!
Yes. Ugh, that's gross. Maybe double bag that.
But wait, there's more.
And crazier eats.
Stuff comes out that I couldn't even have imagined before.
Holy smokes. I'm happy it's out.
All right, now we've ended up here in the horse barn here at Westwinds Mobile Vet, one of the many areas where they care for animals, where we found Joanna. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, a part owner and vet tech here. Tell me a little bit about what you do in Westwinds Mobile Vet.
Well, I try to run it for the most part.
But you do a good job at it, by what we've heard.
Also try to operate in it and help the veterinarians with cases. We are a mixed animal practice. We have 2 full-time veterinarians and another veterinarian coming in May. So we're pretty busy. Lots of staff and people going everywhere, left, right, and center, and servicing as many animals as we can.
And so for people wondering, yes, My Pet Ate What? So Westwinds was part of this. What did they reach out to you? Did you reach out to them? How did it come together?
They just cold called me right out of the blue. They said, hey, I hear you have an endoscope and you can see down horses into their stomach. And I said, yes, for sure. Like, that's something we do if you want to come and see it. And it went from there. It just took off. It became bigger than I could have ever imagined.
So do horses eat weird stuff then?
Not really, unless
really, okay.
it's, in the bale or something, they kind of pick it up. Okay. But there are weird things you find in their stomach. So it has, yeah, it was pretty cool. We've seen bots and little wormy things, eggs. We've seen like an enterolith, which is like a big ball of food and it shouldn't be there, things like that. Big ulcers.
Oh my goodness.
That can be super painful to horses. So I think that was really cool in the show. We got to show people how we can help these little critters to feel their best and perform their best.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so Prince George, is it a horse community, or is our region like lots of horses?
I would say so, yeah. I'm originally from Alberta, so there's a horse around every corner in a big barn. So I sought out, I guess, the horse people here. And I love them all. Like, they've really been a real tight-knit community that really likes to share. Yep. And they bring you right in. Like, you show up at a barn and they're like, hey, are you new? And they're just happy to see you and get you right involved in their discipline and stuff like that. I've really enjoyed this community. Okay, so what can people expect to see on the show here? Some like wild twists locally? I mean, you can't give it all away, but. Yeah. We have a couple things that happened locally and then a couple things that happened out of town on the show. So that's kind of fun. Yeah, Mobile Vet, I guess that make you go everywhere. Yeah. So there's some of the, quirky, funny things in the truck with the girls and different teams and stuff like that. But horses, for the most part, like baler twine and making sure that nothing is in their feed because they're not really good at sorting. as we are. But I would say like very few and far between do we end up with that kind of an emergency.
Okay.
More so you're gonna have the I ran through a fence, I'm colicking and trying to die,
Yeah.
all of those things, which ulcers can lead to. So
Okay.
that was kind of part of it, and just like showing people how to care for their horses that might be ulcery.
Or just like people have at their, maybe their recent Easter dinner, they got that uncle that's passing gas. Maybe they got a horse that's a little gassy. You can fix that too.
Yeah, for the most part. Get right in there.
Yeah. Whoa. You know, that's a lot easier to hear than a human heart. I tried one of this once. It was hard.
Miss an episode? That's okay, life gets busy. We get it. Or maybe you didn't miss anything, but you're here to watch that one feature again because honestly, it was that good. No judgment. Here's the good news. You can relive every moment of the CKPG Today Show whenever you want. Head over to ckpgtoday.ca, click on the Today Show tab, and voila. So grab some snacks, kick back, and binge away because let's face it, life's too short to miss out on great local TV.
Okay, we're in the stall here with Diamond. She's acting for us.
She's trying to leave.
She's trying to leave, yeah. You'll be here, don't worry, it'll be okay. Yeah. You were saying she's a show horse.
Yeah, so she actually performed in reining in her life and has some money that she won. And then her babies are gonna go on, some of them to show in the same events and different things. Yeah.
Wow. You know what I've learned about horses, Joanna, is like they're like big dogs.
Yeah.
Kinda. Like they really just want to be pet, loved.
Yeah.
And they want to go where, well, sometimes where they want to go.
Yeah, like out.
Okay, what are you going to show us here today? A little exam.
So we're going to do a little exam, kind of like we would do if the horse was hospitalized.
Okay.
Vet techs kind of come in and we're managing them maybe all night and all day.
Okay.
While the vets are doing their appointments, and we're reporting back to them those vitals and those critical kind of things. So we're probably, I don't know, we're just as important as the vet in my opinion.
Yeah,
because
well, of course, I mean.
then they can do more things and know that these animals are in good hands, even if they're trying to duplicate themselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we kind of start head to tail, and we're just checking for the color of her gums.
Okay.
Yes. There you go.
Good horse.
And then we'll do a little pressure on her gums there and see how fast that color comes back, and it's about 2 seconds.
Okay, that's
so
good.
that is normal.
You know what? The student doctors in the medical program checked that on my fingers.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing.
Same thing, yeah. To listen to a horse's heart, or to get a heart rate, you can do it 2 ways: a pulse under their neck here,
Okay.
Or you can, with a stethoscope, listen in behind their elbow here.
Okay. Yeah, elbow, I guess it is yeah. They have elbows too.
Yeah, just like that. And so you can hear. Do you want to hear?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay.
Get right in there.
Yeah. Whoa. You know, that's a lot easier to hear than a human heart. I tried one of this once. It was hard.
This is Dr. McConnell's stethoscope,
Okay.
so it's probably extra good, and she's
dialed.
helping us out today.
The horses' hearts are huge, though, right?
They're huge, yeah. So they can be quite big. There's a little bit of a window in their lungs right here where we can listen and kind of get better auscultation, versus on the other side, it might be a little bit duller.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So this is the side of choice.
Okay.
The other thing we're going to look for is heat in the feet,
Okay.
pulses, if she's got bounding pulses
Okay.
at all. And we're going to report that back to the vet,
Okay.
because that's something, especially in a sick horse, if they're running a fever, having any issues that way, if they get laminitis, their whole foot could fall off. That's a problem.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that bad. It's
No.
not that extreme.
Okay.
But
you might end up on-
eventually,
yeah.
yes.
Okay.
You know, if they're in for any other things, we might, run for pain scores and things like that.
Yep.
If they have their ears kind of down and they're dull and they're not really interested in anything, she obviously is not struggling.
No, she seems fine. She's
yeah.
trying to tell everybody watching, don't worry about me. I'll be okay.
Totally. The other thing we're going to check is a temperature.
Okay.
So I'm going to bomb over here.
Okay.
You have to stay.
Don't worry, Diamond. We'll take care of you. I'm sure there's some horse treats at the end of this.
So to
Is
get
this the old-fashioned way?
This is the old-fashioned way. So we get
boy.
a thermometer.
Yeah.
Same as people, but don't put this
Yeah.
one in your mouth.
No.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to do that.
No. So we just kind of tuck in behind her here, find her little bum, and then we just take a little temperature. We're pushing the thermometer against the wall.
Yep.
Because you don't want to be stuck in something that's not accurate.
Not good.
Yep.
This is where you go, let the professionals do the job.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to get kicked. She's a very good horse, so we're pretty safe. So then her normal temperature, and we can read that back to the doctor as well.
36, yeah, that's about the same as a human. A nice
The other
exam.
part will be hydration status. Okay. So you're going to pinch the skin and see how it flaps back like that real fast.
Yeah.
She's perfectly hydrated.
So like people are doing these checks if they suspect, or like, are you the one doing this? Do you suggest people do this themselves?
If they're being monitored at home, absolutely.
Yes.
So we teach as many clients as we possibly can to get vitals on their horses, not just for maintaining interim diagnosis, but also pre-diagnosis. Do we have to drop everything right now, or do we have an hour to get there?
Aha. Diamond is like, I'm ready to go. I got my show pay already, so I'm done. But what is your favorite part of being a vet tech? I gotta ask.
I really enjoy the people. It's so weird because everybody says I like the animals.
Yeah, you would the other way.
I do. I like the animals. I love the animals and I'm here for them, that's for sure. But I love being able to help people to love their animals and do good for their animals. And I like to help veterinarians to succeed in whatever way they can. I like to see people grow in the industry and stay in the industry. So for me, it's both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, thank you for your time today. You are good people.
Thank you.
And thank you for what you do. Check out Westwinds Mobile Vet, folks. This is a great place here in Prince George. It's going to be featured on a television show. We'll link all the details and where you can watch it on our website, CKPGtoday.ca.
Tired of missing the good stuff? Let CKPG Today come to you. Our new weekly email newsletter delivers local stories, contests, and can't-miss moments from the show straight to your inbox. No digging through social media anymore. It's free, it's easy, and it's very local. Sign up now at ckpgtoday.ca or by scanning the QR code on your screen now. The Home and Garden Show is coming back here in Prince George with a new twist this year, coming back with some FMX talent. We got Billy Cahat, who's joining the program today to talk a little bit about what kind of flavor he is bringing to that event this year. Billy, thanks so much for making time to chat. How's it going?
Thanks for having me. Good, great. Yeah, we're excited to come to Prince George and put on a show.
Yeah, this is going to be something people here have not seen before. I mean, people might have heard of FMX with dirt bikes, with I guess other kinds of ATVs, that kind of thing, but you're doing it with snowmobiles. Explain to me a little bit about how this all works.
Okay, so the snowmobiles, if everyone's seen freestyle motocross, that's typically on the motorcycles. Sort of same setup. They have a ramp and a landing, and these guys do it on snowmobiles. So it's pretty exciting. It's heart-stopping. It definitely gets the adrenaline running in everyone watching, yeah.
Now, I'm going to ask the obvious question because we have some snow here in Prince George right now, but how is this going to work without snow?
So the guys put wheels on their skis, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, they got little bogey wheels that they can put on the skis and they can roll around on asphalt. But they do need a little bit of lubrication for the rails on the track there for the sled. But we bring water cans in and we'll spray the tracks down. And yeah, it's definitely possible.
Yeah, okay, that's exciting stuff. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be outside Kin 1 here in Prince George. Folks wondering, it's going to be on the weekend of April 18th and 19th. There's a pair of shows at 11, 12:30, 2, and 3:30. You get your tickets with that at the home show for that. But Billy, so tell me a little bit about the background on you. And you kind of travel around and do this in a bunch of different places. You're in Edmonton, you're in Calgary, you're in Vancouver, you're everywhere. Tell me a little bit about the background.
Okay, yeah, so for myself, I ride the freestyle motocross part. You won't catch me on a snowmobile. So I've got the ramps and the setup for putting on the events. So, I do about 35 shows a year kind of thing on the motorcycle, but we also collaborate with all the snowmobile riders, and every one of the riders that are riding sleds at Prince George here, they all ride motorcycles too, and they do the freestyle motocross alongside me. So yeah, it's pretty cool. These guys we're having they're the 3 podium winners at X Games. So the gold medalist, silver medalist, and bronze medalist from X Games this year. So we're getting the best of the best. We're trying to bring the sled show to Prince George and make it a good one.
What's that feeling like when you're going through the air? Like, I mean, I personally a little scared of heights, so I couldn't imagine that. But what is it like for you?
It's nothing else like it, really. It's really hard to explain, but at one point in the air, there's a weightless, like your apex of the jump. You're kind of weightless in there, and that's where for the tricks, you try to extend your tricks at that moment. And yeah, it's hard to compare it to anything else, but you're literally flying a motorcycle. And these guys coming to Prince George are going to be flying snowmobiles, which are way crazier than dirt bikes. The snowmobiles are 500 pounds. They're massive machines, and for these guys to rotate them and do backflips and the tricks on them like they do, it's incredible.
Now, people watching this are like, I want to try that. What's your advice to someone up there who's maybe has a bit of experience with, maybe motocross or something like that wants to try it? I mean, probably safety first, but like, what would you say?
Yeah. I would say don't do it. No, just kidding. No, it's some people grow up with a passion for it, and if it's something you really want to do, give her. Do it obviously the safest way possible. Have professional insight and help along the way, and make it happen.
I like it. Well, you're going to get to see it here in Prince George. It's going to be a great time. I got to ask before we end this, like, do you not eat before you guys do this? Do you not lose your lunch?
The nerves are definitely up there. You definitely usually have to go to the bathroom really quick before the show. But typically you want to be fueled up and have a good meal in you, and your energy levels want to be good. And it's you want to be healthy for sure.
Well, hey, looking forward to seeing you, meeting you, watching you guys do your thing here in Prince George. Of course, the Canadian Builders Home and Garden Show goes April 17th, 18th, 19th. The FMX Snowmobile is going to be on 18th and 19th of April. Of course, all the details, in case you missed anything here today, you can find on our website, ckpgtoday.ca. But this is something you're going to want to see, folks. Brought to Prince George by Cycle North Power Sports. Thanks so much for making the time today, Billy. And like I said, I'm just looking forward to seeing this with my very own eyes.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We're looking forward to it. Thanks for having me.
This segment is brought to you by the Canadian Home Builders Association of Northern BC. This year's Home and Garden Show just got a whole lot louder. Cycle North Power Sports proudly presents FMX Freestyle Snowmobiles, April 18th and 19th.
Taking a look outside at our CKPG snapshot of the day from Connor Westergaard, who had his lens aimed at the sky to capture this beautiful, magical bald eagle. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful angle of it. All the feathers, beautiful shot with the lighting here. I don't know if this eagle was planning on, taking like the perfect shot today. If this eagle had a Tinder profile, it could go on there. That's how good this shot is, Connor. Much better than most on there. Thanks for sharing, of course, folks. If you have a snapshot, we'd love to see yours. Snapshot@ckpg.com is our email. Hey there, got an idea or a suggestion for the show? Reach out and connect through our social media or send us an email at letstalk@ckpgtoday.ca. Here's what's coming up in our community. Check out the Central Interior Science Exhibition Saturday, April 11th at UNBC, featuring students in school districts 28, 57, and 91, showcasing their science projects and enjoying the day filled with science-based activities. Check out the Prince George Hoopathon on Saturday, April 11th as well at the Northern Sports Center. Shoot as many free throws as you can in 1 minute. This Hoopathon fundraiser supports the new Ronald McDonald House at the University Hospital of Northern British Columbia. Sign up in advance to partake. Check out PG Favorites The July Crowd with the Infirmary and Mad Bomb on Saturday, April 11th at the Ominika Arts Center. The alt-pop punk band The July Crowd returns home to PG for their first time since signing with New York-based record label Manic Cat Records. Get your tickets online at OminiqueArtCenter.com. Check out the next event, the Knox Performance Series featuring Rum Ragged, coming to Prince George from the East Coast. This Juno-nominated group is going to be an absolute hit. Get your tickets before they're gone at knoxcenter.ca. If you have an event, send us the details and you might find it on our community calendar next week. Let's talk at ckpgtoday.ca is our email.
One of the best parts of our show is showing you things that you didn't know existed or you hadn't seen, up close and personal before. We're going to do that today in history. One of the pieces that makes the Prince George Pulp or Northwood Pulp Mill run here in Prince George is a big kind of seesaw kind of type affair. They use it for semi-trucks, and as today in history we're learning, they used it for rail cars as well, because efficiency is the key when you're in industry. Yeah, you made a bit of a rhyme. Let's roll the tape today in history.
Taking a look back to the year 2000, $8.2 million facility was speeding up chip delivery. What facility, you ask? Well, a brand new Can 4 big dumper, specifically designed to dump rail cars full of chips. It could do about 100 a day, 4 times the capacity of what it had previously, and it was situated at PG Pulp. There's a hydraulic system that raised these rail cars to an angle of 62% to dump them, and it could support a weight of 300,000 pounds. It went onto a conveyor belt and got into the mill. Spick and span. Efficiency.
There you go. It's kind of a neat invention, that's for sure. Thanks so much for watching today, folks. Remember, don't let your pet eat your homework or your socks or other crazy things that could land you on TLC. I mean, maybe you want to be on there, but don't be on there for a bad reason, okay? That's our advice anyway. Thanks so much for watching today, folks. We'll see you for more good stuff on the show tomorrow. Bye for now.